seems I have a retraction to make. Some of my previous comments about finding Hammerhead's ideas interesting, because he wants to make this beautiful city respectable again, may have been taken out of context. Hammerhead is a violent and poorly dressed murderer who, it turns out, has actually been stealing superpowered weapons in order to rule this city by force in a sort of coup d'etat that I'm certain no one could have seen coming. Especially, apparently, Spider-Man. Now I stand behind everything I said about admiring Hammerhead's motivations. Kids these days need to put down their smartphones and stop their floss dancing and get jobs like the rest of us did at 8 years old to learn some responsibility.
But what if their job is to floss dance?
His methods belong in the trash can, and weapons should stay out of discussions about decency. All I have to say is that none of this would have happened. Spider-Man had just stayed off the streets in the first place. I don't know how exactly, but I know it's true.
I don't have any facts to back up my assertions, but I know they mean something to me and to you, the people, but also to me. I mentioned this a long time ago, and I'm still carrying along with this. It feels like this version of J. Jonah Jameson is basically like Alex Jones. Like, if you shout out statements very loudly, somebody out there will believe you.
Wait, keyword check has something.
Oh, here we go.
Gunfire at the Hammerhead establishment. The bar with no name. Available units redirect.
Someone hit the bar with no name. Need to hurry, get there before the police, and see what I can learn.
But isn't calling the bar with no name, thusly a name in itself? If it had no name, then people would say, oh, they hit the bar that's down on this street corner, because you can't refer to it as anything else. There's no sign on the door, there's no sign on the wall, there's no place to leave a Yelp review. It's just, there's no name. So you just know that when you open up the door, you step inside, you can buy yourself some drinks. But to call it the bar with no name essentially means it is a name in itself. It's kind of like there's a video game that exists. It's called the red game with a bad name, I think it's called. Which is, I guess I haven't actually played the game, but maybe the developer of the game just couldn't really figure out a title for his little creation, just as much as somebody couldn't figure out a title for this bar. But to call it for no name, they should have just left it Blake.
Let's see what went down in here. This is brutal.
Oh yeah, I was here before. There were more people who were alive.
Who did all this? Yuri.
Now nobody's going to be able to play the Kingpin, the pinball game, and Electro, their favorite pinball games based on their favorite villains.
I've never seen Yuri lose control like this. Hey, what is that?
Assuming this is Yuri. Ah, it's my spider bot.
Wow. Can't believe you survived all this, little buddy. Is that a phone?
It feels like such a long time.
Hello?
Gino, the hell you been? Lady Cop just lit up the warehouse on 3rd.
Lady Cop?
Yeah, Watanabe or whatever. She wrecked the joint. I'm dropping my engine at Mercy General, then meeting the main crew to get ready for tonight.
Ready for... what's happening tonight again?
Bro, you hit your head or something? The big show. Boss wants everyone sharp. Get your ass in gear. Meet us at the rally point.
Big show. Hammerhead must have something planned with the Dons. I need to find out what. Best bet is tracking this Vinny guy. Hope I can get to Mercy General in time.
Oh yeah, because he's going to be at Mercy General, so that I could follow him to the big show. Although Now, in theory, that Spider-Bot has all the...
Precinct. She said she was going to teach a lesson in fear. But that's not the part that scares me the most. It was the look on her face. I've seen that look on a lot of criminals, but never a police officer.
Although, previously we've learned that Yuri has broken protocol for the purposes of taking it on with the Maggia crime family. In doing so, Spider-Man feels that she has become a criminal in the process. But at the same time, this essentially means that she becomes the Punisher.
Mercy General.
Although I believe
Okay.
Spider-Man and the
I need
Punisher
trace
don't
of all the cell phone
necessarily
usage in the last
agree.
5 minutes. If my man Vinny's still here, I should be able to track him. I hope. I'm getting some signals, but I need to get closer to match Vinny's ID.
It's a good thing I'm able to detect signals via
Now, I
3D.
just need to isolate the signal.
Damn.
Nope, not Vinny. Come on, be you, Vinny, be you.
Yeah, there we go.
Not him. Gotta keep searching. Please be Vinny, please be Vinny. Not his ID. Damn. This one feels right to me.
Does it feel right?
No good. Come on, come on. He has to still be here.
Although there are still a few,
The most... Come on! Yes! That's him! Bless you, Vinny!
Alright.
There's Vinny. Better stay close, but not too close.
Now I'm...
Hammerhead has a show planned for tonight. And I doubt it's on Broadway, or off Broadway, or experimental black box off of Ludlow Broadway. Come on, Vinny, give me something. You're my only hope. He's getting into a car. Bad move, Vinny. Do you know how valuable that parking spot was? Since Hammerhead kidnapped the other Dons, he's been quiet. My guess is it has something to do with them.
And this guy
I
is
just need to find out what it
speeding.
is and get to Hammerhead before Yuri.
Although I would imagine that this is, this criminal's, like, least offensive crime that he's going to perform
Jeez,
today.
Vinny. I don't mean to be a backseat driver, but come on. At least pretend you care about traffic laws.
Just fake it with the best of them. Now, I don't know how far back it expects me to be. Oh, hello.
This must be where Vinny's meeting the main crew. Should eavesdrop. See if I can get any more details about tonight's big show.
When are we heading to the construction site?
Later. Boss wants mood lighting.
You do love his drama. All right. Let me know if you see Gino, yeah? Told him to meet me here.
Whatever's happening tonight, it's going down at a construction site. But which one? Hammerhead controls a half dozen.
Wait, why do I want to stop him from, alerting others? Enter the building. Can I enter the building? I guess I can.
Wait. We going to the east side or the west side tonight?
West side, you schmuck. Come on.
Right, sorry. Inner ear problem, you know, gets me turned around.
Construction site on the west side. Narrows it down, but not enough. Gotta keep listening in.
Hello.
The hell is Gino? He was supposed to handle the concrete. Show starts at 9 p.m. sharp. No time for screw-ups.
I'll check in on the mixers. It'll be ready by 9. Promise.
Show starts
Okay.
at 9. Good to know. But I
Okay,
still
so they're going to be
need a
mixing up concrete, and they're probably going to bury the Dons in it. A bit, very, very mafioso death. Very atypical. No.
The spider! Time to die, hero.
I'll take guard duty from here, thank you very much.
Okay. That was really close, like.
Bro, it's the site by the A stop on 34th. G-Train don't even run in Manhattan. What's wrong with you?
Give me a break, man. I'm from Jersey. A on 34th. Got it. Jeez.
Construction site by 34th. That's Hudson Yards. That's it. Hammerhead's planning something for the Dons tonight at Hudson Yards. I should make sure these guys can't show up for the assist later.
Yeah, I probably should defeat them. Let's start off with these snipers.
When there was only one set of footprints, that's when I webbed you up.
It's up over there! It's the spider!
Yeah, these guys don't stand a chance. Oh, there's a big guy. Let's hit him with an impact. Actually, let's hit him with an electric. And we got one guy down. And there's one last guy. Hello. Die. That's exactly what Spider-Man would say, actually.
Okay, that's all of them. Apparently the big show is tonight. Why do I get the feeling it's not gonna have a happy ending?
It's probably because you're in the second DLC out of a 3-part chapter. That's how you know it's not going to have a happy ending.
Okay, time for the show. Hope I'm dressed for the occasion. Why can't Hammerhead just be a normal Maggia criminal? You know, quietly running a waste management business, wearing tracksuits, eating lots of meatballs, running the occasional scam. Why does he have to have such grand ambitions? Maybe it's that plate in his head. Hope I'm still ahead of Yuri on this one. If she gets face to face with Hammerhead, she'll probably do something she'll regret.
Kill Hammerhead? That doesn't sound like a bad move, really.
Hey,
Oh,
Miles.
hi, Miles.
Why do you ask?
Right. We haven't covered Spidey sense yet. Put that on the list for our next lesson.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm just that general.
You're at the hospital? Why? What happened? Did someone come after you?
No, nothing like that. It's just,
I may have dunked.
I kind of jumped off a bridge.
You what?
I jumped
What?
off a bridge in Queens.
Are you okay? I'm coming to get you.
No, I'm totally fine. Well, I broke a toe. Did you know that there's nothing that they can do for that? They just kind of just wish you luck.
Miles, you can't be doing stuff like that.
I know that now.
I'm serious. You may have powers, but you're not indestructible. Trust me. Your powers... I can't believe I'm about to say this, but they're a responsibility. You have to treat them that way.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
I know you will. And I'll see you this weekend for another lesson, okay?
Okay, thanks, Peter.
Feel better, kiddo.
Even Spider-Man doesn't like having to say with great power comes the rest.
Help! Get us out of here!
Yep. Yeah, this actually...
Look who it is. The Bug. Just in time for the broadcast.
For all the superpowers that are going on, like this mob hit,
Good evening, New York. Welcome to tonight's entertainment. The
it is
Changing
very...
Guard.
very grounded in old school like mafia style tactics.
Remember when honor and loyalty weren't just words? When the Magia were feared and respected? Tonight, the good old days are coming back. Help!
And Spider-Man's gonna stand by and do nothing.
Sit tight. I'll be seeing you all real soon.
And Spider-Man's just waiting there for Hammerhead to finish
If I
his
shut off the
speech.
cement mixer, the Dons are gonna get buried alive. Stopped it. For now. Now to keep them off the controls.
Okay. Okay. Electric web? Nope. Wrong guy. God, wrong. Come on.
No sign of Yuri. Did I really get here first?
Yeah, you got here without any backup at all.
You ready for a new New York little fun?
The Dons are dead if I don't shut down the mixer.
God damn it. I'm very impressed that I didn't actually accidentally get hit by that guy.
Someone get on the mixer!
Nope. Other way.
Safe again. For a moment.
Ah. This is
Someone gotta get that guy away from the mixer.
very problematic. And there's this guy with a rocket launcher.
The Dons just need to hold on a little longer. No, cement mixer's running again.
Okay, so I have the... Let's web bob some of these guys.
Someone get on it!
Is that a chain gunner? No, it's not.
Now if they could just stay off.
That would be very convenient.
You know,
Okay.
guys, it'd be way easier
Impact
for me
web?
to beat you if you just put down the shields.
There we go.
him get back on the mixer. You guys cool if I call those things dig boys? Oh, I think it's gonna catch on.
Yeah, I don't think it's caught on that quickly.
Everyone thinks shields are so cool, but honestly, no, they are cool.
They are really cool, those shields.
Another dig boy. How many cup holders do you guys have in there? Hey! Dig boys?
Ah, crap.
I don't know, man. You come up with a name for them. How about your death? Figures.
Okay, so that helps a little bit.
Level's still low. Gotta keep it that way. Oh no, the mixer's shorted out. It can't be turned off. Gotta try webbing the mixer itself. Come on, extra strength web. Please hold, please hold. Got it. Guess I can add cement proof to my webbing's list of features.
Okay. Whew.
Little help out here! Everyone hold tight. We're gonna get you out of there.
Preferably before the cement hardens. Actually, that shouldn't be too much of a worry because cement takes usually a very long time to harden. I mean, you don't want to leave them in for a few hours because then things start to get a little bit problematic, but...
Nice work, Bug. Kinda spoiled my big night, but we'll roll with it. Risks of live TV. You like? Project Olympus in action. Finished it up while you were playing with the Dons.
So that's what they're wearing in Paris this season. Hate to say it, but brushed gunmetal is not your color.
I'm trying to revitalize the mob over here. That takes long-term leadership. Now, I'm long-term.
Your parts warranty may be long-term, but you're nuts.
So he basically has the exosuit from Dead Island. No, not Dead Island. From Dead Rising 4.
Don't take the Maggia seriously no more. Don't respect us. But after
Why
this
would they
break
respect
in
you?
half, all that's gonna change. Time to bring back the glory days.
Okay. Damn it. Electric web?
That is one hard head! I bet I can short out his new gear. Probably try to avoid that. You know your obsession with respect comes off as extremely insecure.
I'll insecure your head from you.
Yeah. There is a lot of junk in the way. Yeah, at least that slowdown helps. It helps a lot. Damn it.
Punching his head is
Damn it.
a wall. Made of solid steel.
There. Can I throw this at you? What about this? Aha!
Really see this ending well for you?
I don't see this ending for me at all.
So this is going to be a never-ending fight. Two titans locked in battle for get damn reinforcement.
I think I'm doing an okay job at that.
You're a freak, you know?
Damn it.
Hot kettle, giant exoskeleton.
See, the problem is, damn it, is he's able to take so many pot shots at me. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. I need to aim for more perfect dodges. That way I can hit more guys in slow motion, thusly getting more time on the clock. And by time on the clock, I mean time in which I get to beat up guys. That also helps having a oh my. It's interesting how he's able to actually hit his own guys. Oh, there's a cannon fire. Okay. Damn it.
Now, bug, and you ain't welcome.
I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself there.
A little ahead of himself because of his huge forehead.
Yours has to be the hardest.
Okay, so now I can get a couple hits. Okay. Back up. Get a couple hits.
You like the new look,
Damn it.
fighter?
It's a little bulky. You ever considered spandex?
Okay.
Freeze! You're under arrest!
Regular
Yeah.
cops.
Turning yourself into a crime against nature? Maybe not such a good idea after all, huh?
Pal, you weren't listening when I said long term. Old school Maji's got patience. Knows how to wait till just the right moment to...
Yuri. What are you... No, Yuri! Don't do this!
Captain, stop!
Huh.
This is bad.
Last time we met, you said something about fear. How do you feel now?
Just dandy.
Yeah, that doesn't look like it's going to go so well for Yuri's... I don't know. Would Yuri's career be necessarily that affected by it? Like, for one thing, that somebody would have to press charges against her for some specific crime. Now, let's say the crime in that question is attempted murder of a felon. Attempted murder of the first degree. Is that even a crime? I haven't watched enough episodes of Law and Order. So, attempted murder. In theory, ultimately this depends on the state's attorney choosing to prosecute Yuri for said crime. Now, in theory, what probably will happen is the captain Oh yeah, that is Yuri. The mayor might make a deal with Yuri for the purposes of getting her out of the charge, but it will also kind of remove her from the police. Most likely the deal will be offered because Hammerhead is awful. Hammerhead is basically a terrorist to the city. And I think there are going to be plenty of people who can understand why Yuri would kill him. I mean, I suppose that goes to the whole question that's posed in The Dark Knight, the second Batman movie, or plenty of Batman comics, in which Batman chooses not to kill the Joker, because the act of killing the Joker would essentially turn him into the monster. At the same time, though, consider how much damage the Joker does. Every time that he is allowed to live, how many more people does he kill? Especially in the comics. He keeps coming back again and again and again, killing more and more people. At some point, it seems safe to question what is Gotham's tax money going to? Sending these deranged prisoners back in jail, despite them being horrible murderers generally. Murderers that have proven time and time again that they are not going to benefit from any rehab. There cannot be oh god. They cannot recover their mental status. So, one second while I learn how to speak English again. So, in regards to Hammerhead, considering all the damage that he's done in the city of New York, how many cops has he killed in the beginning of this DLC alone? Like, he was doing damage before he even showed up in this DLC. I doubt any state's attorney is going to be like, well, we're going to have to charge you and put you in jail for the attempted murder of this terrorist. Most likely, I would imagine Yuri would be just removed from the force. Now, we already know that there is a third expansion, of course. The third expansion being the Silver Lining, in which Silver Sable comes back to collect her equipment. Now, the Black Cat hasn't been mentioned this entire DLC at all. Like, hasn't even been mentioned. Nobody even said, like, oh yeah, the Black Cat's dead now. So we'll see if that shows up in the third DLC. If it turns out she's still alive, or if she's just not going to be mentioned at all. As for, like, the quality of this DLC, I think I preferred, like, the heist was definitely bigger. Had more stuff going on. But it also had more interaction between your Spider-Man and the main character of that DLC. Spider-Man and the Black Cat had several encounters together, whereas Spider-Man and Hammerhead, they only meet up twice. So most of the DLC is just spent fighting his goons. Which they only add one type. They add, like, that shield type with a jetpack. Oh yeah, and they added the Dig Boys, which are nifty concepts, but at the same time it kind of makes me wonder, like, how good is the underground infrastructure? After so many Dig Boys have been popping up out of the earth. I would imagine everything's kind of falling apart after a while. If I had to give a score to this particular DLC, probably a 7 out of 10. I don't think it necessarily capitalized on the content so well. But we'll see. But the storyline was interesting enough, and we'll see where the storyline finishes in The Silver Lining next time. But let's see if there's a... yeah, there's an epilogue here.
Feel bad for the captain, but I'm glad this monster's
dead. Oh no! She killed him.
Who says he's dead?
Or she didn't kill him.
Boss.
That seemed like a very highly medical action there. And I guess now we know who the boss of The Silver Lining is going to be. Interesting how how Hammerhead essentially got his own trilogy of episodes dedicated just to him. Thank you for watching. Questions, comments, recommendations for something to play next? Comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. So long for now.